Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of our DFS Recap for Week 6. Before we get started talking about the NFL, I first want to say what an incredible game we got to see Saturday afternoon when Tennessee upset Alabama for one of the best football games I've ever seen in my life. And the ending was just, that much better. And to see Nick Saban be that frustrated definitely made me happy. So sorry if any of you are Bama fans out there, but, you know, good job, Rocky Top, taking them down. So anyway, this week in NFL, there were a lot of interesting games this week. Most notably, the New York Jets just absolutely dismantling Green Bay. Did not see that coming. Um, Obviously, we still haven't seen a good Thursday night football game, and the one that we had to see in Chicago is really quite awful. So honestly, until we start to see some good Thursday night games, I don't know. I think the NFL should probably just drop that. But anyway, glad that we had a good week, and looks like we had some interesting scores here. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. No stranger to first place is Chris O'Malley with first place with a narrow victory at 166 over Miles at 164. And This week, he went a little lean on quarterback. He saved the money there. Saved a little bit of money on the running backs as well, even though it looks like Deion Jackson actually did a fairly good job for you at 5,200 and got you 28 points. That's an incredible pickup there. Um, Very few people in our league even grabbed him. And so, uh, Jamar Chase, you put a lot of money into at least these two wide receivers that, definitely paid dividends here. Mark Andrews with a good outing, as well as Ramondre Stevenson in the flex. You saved enough money to buy flex for 6K. Saved a little bit of money on the Panthers defense, which still gave you a solid 9 points. So overall, well done this week. In second place, Miles also kind of saved some money on the quarterback and running backs situation. Still got some really solid points out of those positions, but really put a lot of money on these wide receivers that paid out quite well. Good job to Stephon Diggs and Jamar Chase this week. Um, and of course, you couldn't resist your hometown defense with 9 points for the Panthers. So good job, Miles. And then in third place, Kevin, also no stranger to the top, had Kenny Pickett, so value quarterback. You paid a lot of money actually for Dalvin Cook. 15 points is average, not great, not terrible. And Ramondre Stevenson actually had a really good outing. The Patriots are rolling right now with their backup Bailey Zappi of all quarterbacks, and they just been running all over people. And then you also had Diggs and Chase, who really helped out big time there. And then the Patriots defense against Cleveland, a great pickup there for 13 points. So overall, well done to the top three. We'll look at Savage real quick just to see. He also had Jamar Chase and Mark Andrews and Ramondre Stevenson. And the Rams, even though you pay a little bit more money for them, you still got some solid points out of them. And you also saved some points on quarterback and running back as well. And fifth place is Jeremy, who went heavy with quarterback, and it paid off with Josh Allen eclipsing 30 points. And then Ramondre Stevenson, Stephon Diggs, very good picks there. Gabe Davis, average outing, but still really good. 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. That definitely saved his day. You spent a lot of money on Mike Evans. It didn't really pan out for you, unfortunately. And Rondale Moore here, along with the Panthers defense. And we also had Charles Copeland at 6, Nick at 7, Sarah at 8, Ray at 9, and Kelly at 10. So overall, really good outing. So let's take a look at our final rendition of our leaderboard. I've been working my way up to this now that we have 6 weeks under our belt. I've added a few more statistics to this standing sheet that we will now maintain through the rest of the season. So, starting with the top winner who's averaging 148 points per week is Chris O'Malley. Moves up a spot to number one, and um, his 3 week average is 153 points, and his 6 week average, now that we've hit the 6 week, is his current average at 148. That means his 3 week average is actually 4 points higher than a 6 week average, with a almost 3% increase. The most recent 3 weeks. So he's trending in the right direction. Matt Wells is also trending in the right direction, 8 points higher in the last 3 weeks than he has over the previous, over the entire 6 weeks of the season so far. And then Jeremy going downwards a little bit. Your last 3 weeks are not as good as your current 6 week average, and so you've declined about 4%. That's okay. You're still right there in the thick of it. You haven't lost third place, and you're still within striking distance of first. And then Miles jumping a whopping 5 spots, along with Kevin jumping 6 spots to get to the top five, all within striking distance, and all with our highest trailing 3 week average so far. And actually, the highest is Kevin. He is hot right now. His last 3 weeks is close to 20% higher than his current season average of 133. So watch out, folks. Kevin is hitting his stride, and boy, is this fun to watch. So, rounding out the top 10, we've got Taylor, Will, Grant, Matthew, and Sarah. So, we're just looking to see a uh, pretty fun season so far unfolding. Let's see, we're a third of the way now through the season, as we are going through the 18 weeks now. So 6 weeks in, a lot has been played, but we got a lot more ahead of us. So just keep on going, and until then, signing off. We'll see you next week. Thank you.